After discussing about sugar industry, let us go to discuss about after discussing about sugar industry, let us go to discuss about another one important industry that's called paper industry. Paper industry is neither a mineral based industry nor it is agro based industry. Somewhere it is a forest based industry because the raw material what you need to produce or manufacture paper usually depends upon the forest products like okay, bamboo or soft wood, which is a product of a forest. But nowadays okay, some alternate product also been used, raw materials also used in the manufacturing of paper. Okay, paper is an indispensably and useful product. It is used for many purposes such as writing, wrapping, packing, printing. The uses of paper is concerned, mainly it is used for the purpose of writing, printing, next is, and most other than that, packing, and also this set. Education and literacy level in a country are measured by the consumption of paper, it seems. Usually, a country's paper consumption depends upon the education system, it seems, because those who are educated only use the paper for the purpose of writing and reading is concerned, printing, for example. Okay. So, the art of paper making was introduced in India during the 10th century. It was a cottage industry. The first modern paper mill was set up in 1932 at Serampur in West Bengal, but it was a failure. The real start was made in 1870 at Bali near Calcutta. That means even in the manufacture of paper was not new to Indians. They knew, but actually in the beginning, okay, many failures they had to face when they tried to manufacture paper in a larger scale or in a modern method. It is said that in 1870 itself they had begun, but in 1932 again there was an attempt made in manufacturing of paper. Okay. But it is said that during the Second World War, 1940s onwards, 1939, 1940 onwards, the real development of sugar paper industry started in India. Paper industry is a forest-based industry. The materials used in this industry are softwood like bamboo and cellulosic pulp, grasses like sabai and babar. Due to lack of forest-based raw materials, straw of paddy, wheat, bagasse, cotton lints, rags, etc. are being used nowadays as a raw material. I told you it was a forest-based industry, but usually when you go on deforesting for the purpose of paper or etc. So there may be a reason for why the paper industry has to use some other alternate what you call raw materials like sabai grasses. There's some kind of sabai grass and babar grass they are using, and also rags, that means waste paper also they are using. They are trying to recycle it, and also they are using the okay, haze or dry grasses of some paddy, and even bagasse. I told you just now, we discussed the waste of sugar cane. So like that, though it was a forest based industry, nowadays it is also trying to manufacture paper by other materials also. Okay. Okay, what are the needs again? They will ask you what are the basic needs to locate a paper industry. So this is called raw materials they need, especially. Other than that, plenty of water you need, a vast market, supply of cheap labor, transport facility, power, and some chemicals are the other factors that it is needed for paper industries. Is water is very important because it mostly depends upon water. That's why large amount of water is a must. Plenty of water it needs. Along with it, we need a cheap labor and also certain kind of chemicals. So they need in the manufacturing of paper and paper processing is concerned. Okay. Where are these paper industries are being found in India? Okay, it is said that earlier paper industries of India was developed in Hooghly basin of West Bengal. Usually we have seen that almost sugar industry, paper industry, even when we discussed about cotton industries and many industries, we have seen that West Bengal has a concentration of such industries. Even again, when you talk about paper, we again talk about Hooghly basin. That means on the bank of river Hooghly in West Bengal, there was a paper manufacturing center. Now it is highly concentrated in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, etc. Now, mostly as demand increased, almost all the states, excluding some states concentrating mostly on paper manufacturing, most of the states in India manufacture paper. In India, the present production of paper is not sufficient to meet its local requirements. So we are again importing paper from other country because what amount of paper we manufacture is not sufficient to meet our demand. So we are depending upon other countries. So till now we discussed about industries, basically mineral based industries one, and then we discussed about agro based industry, agriculture based industry second, and then we had a paper industry which is called forest based industry. So the next important industry that we are going to discuss is called knowledge based industry. Is called, what is this knowledge based industry? Of course nowadays, knowledge industries are developing at a high speed. There is a lot of foreign exchange also been earned by this. It is a very important contributor of national income also. Let's try to know that what is knowledge based industry means. Knowledge based industry, the term knowledge based industry usually refers to those industry which are relatively intensive in their inputs of technology and human education. They recover intellectual capabilities rather than any physical inputs and parameters. That means, as we have seen that in that mineral based and agro based, we were discussing about raw materials, water facility, capital, government policy, etc. But here what it needs means, it totally needs about technology and human education, skill. That's what skill based industry it is called, knowledge based industry. So you have to take up a question called, what is knowledge based industries? What is knowledge based industries? Industries which are intensively, that means purely, mostly, intensively depend on technology and human education. Such industries are called knowledge based industries. The development of knowledge based industries has become a powerful tool of socio-economic change, it seems. That means when India started giving more importance about developing knowledge based industries, it brought not only economical change but also social change, it seems. Of course, society also has to go through the change when knowledge based industries began in India. India has that potential to become a leading knowledge-based industry, which with its young population and growing information technology. So at present, it is a very important and rapidly developing industry. Of course, if you compare the population of India, it is said that most percent of Indian population are young. So they are young, and then they are very skilled, clever, intelligent they are. So because of such cleverness and intelligence, this knowledge based industry could be easily developed in India. That's why rapidly developed, and also it is one of the leading knowledge based industry in the world is concerned. Among them, information technology, knowledge based industry, there are two types. They are called IT and BT. IT means information technology, BT means biotechnology. So if you talk about IT is a key knowledge based industry. Its main components are software and hardware. Computer based what you call industries, they are called. Usually the computer means we have both software and hardware. Usually software in the sense of what programs we develop, what functions we put, what type of programs we develop, that's called hardware in the sense of what we see. Hardware means what we see, that monitors, keyboards, CPUs, processor, mouse, printer, fax machines, whatever those are called, that's called hard. Both software and hardware is must for a knowledge based industries is called, especially information technology. The software is supported by both state and central government to encourage the industry. Many software technology parks that you have to keep in mind is TP. That means software technology park have been developed by central and state government in order to help information technology to develop. It is said that it is started in 1995. Different governments, also central government, supported the development of information technology by developing a park which is called software technology park. What is this software technology park? Usually it's an area which is meant for the establishment of software industries by providing all basic facility for them. What facility they need? They may need a transport facility, they may need a water facility, they may need especially power facility and also banking facility. Okay, so such facility they provide and help the software technology, okay, industries to come and settle and develop. That is called STPs. Okay, however, the industry is mainly developed in southern states such as Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana. Of course, all the states have been given importance, but only some states in India took this advantage and developed a lot. Among them, they are told South Indian states, especially Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana. Karnataka has achieved a great name in software industry. Several information technology institutions have been established and concentrated in Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Delhi, and Noida. Noida is near Delhi. Okay. So depending upon that, there are many important cities are there where information technology has developed. They have many companies established in that. First name that we have talked about is called Bangalore. Okay, why it is so? It is said that Bangalore is the most important center of Indian software industry, and it is called Silicon Valley of India. That may be asked for a multiple choice question. Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India. You know, silicon means, usually silicon is one of the important okay, metal used in the manufacturing of computer. That's why maybe the reason that it is called Silicon Valley of India, which is called Silicon Valley. Bangalore is called because it has concentration of more software or information technology center. That may be asked for one more question also. Along with Bangalore in Karnataka, Mysore, Bangalore, Udupi, and Hubballi also have some important software companies. Okay, along with the software companies, usually what these software companies do, that they prepare or they develop programs of what other people need. For example, maybe the clients or the customers may come to the company from different part of the world. They ask their need and that company develops the program for them. Okay, such is called software. So along with this, our country also trying to develop the hardware also. For example, the monitors, the printers, the okay, processors, etc, etc. That's also been given importance. Software has become an important item of export in India and earns a large amount of earnings. I told you nowadays it is said that the most important contributor of national income is next to okay, industry is, I think that it is a second, third very important is called the software technology, or you say knowledge based industry, because such an amount of foreign exchange we are earning, such an amount of employment it has created. That's why it is said that it has brought economic and also social changes in India. Software technology, otherwise knowledge based industries is concerned. So till now we discussed about different industries that has been started in India. I try to give you some important questions also. It is not mean that questions only you have to concentrate. At the end of this exercise there are many questions. Look into that. I too will look into that and see that what mostly expected questions are there. Maybe I'll be posting to you. Just read the textbook carefully. Okay, I might have left some points in it, so that should not be reason for you to say. So that's why read the textbook, don't forget it. Read the textbook carefully so that you will be able to answer any question that they are going to ask in the examination. I hope that today's class might have helped you to understand the industries in India. So in the next class we will be discussing about another important chapter. Till then, take care of yourself. Okay, bye bye.